History is not what happened, it's what survived. Entire civilizations disappeared, not because they were weak, but because their knowledge was erased. The biggest lie you believe? That we know the past. In reality, we are living on the leftovers of lost intelligence. And the most dangerous truth? The same patterns that destroyed them are repeating again, right? 1. History is not what happened, it's what survived. Most people think history equals truth. Reality, history equals filtered memory. Backhand index pointing right example. Burning of the Library of Alexandria. Thousands of books lost. Entire scientific ideas erased. Light bulb deep insight. We don't know what we don't know. Entire technologies, philosophies, maybe even advanced ideas could be completely erased from human memory. Backhand index pointing right meaning. History is like a puzzle with most pieces missing. 2. Wars are rarely about what they claim. You're told wars are about religion, honor, revenge. Reality, resources plus control. Backhand index pointing right example, World War I. Official reason, assassination. Hidden reality, industrial competition. Economic rivalry. Power balance fear. Light bulb deep insight. Leaders use emotional triggers, religion, nationalism. But decisions are made based on cold economic calculations. Backhand index pointing right, same pattern repeats even today. 3. The most powerful weapon in history is not a gun. It's belief systems. Backhand index pointing right example. French Revolution. What changed history? Not weapons, but an idea. Backhand index pointing right. All humans are equal. Light bulb deep insight. Once an idea enters enough minds, it becomes stronger than armies. Empires fall. Kings die. Systems collapse. Backhand index pointing right because of invisible thoughts. 4. Money is a shared hallucination. Sounds crazy, but it's true. Backhand index pointing right example, Great Depression. Nothing physical disappeared suddenly, but people lost trust. Markets crashed. Economy collapsed. Light bulb deep insight. Money has value only because people believe it does. Backhand index pointing right, if belief breaks, system collapses. This is one of the biggest hidden truths of civilization. 5. Most great leaders were shaped by chaos, not greatness. We think leaders create history. Truth, history creates leaders. Backhand index pointing right example. Napoleon Bonaparte. Without the chaos of the French Revolution, Napoleon would likely be just another officer. Light bulb deep insight. Crisis creates opportunity. Opportunity creates leaders. Backhand index pointing right, many great people are actually products of timing. 6. Civilizations don't collapse suddenly, they decay silently. Movies show destruction in one moment. Reality, slow decay. Backhand index pointing right example. Fall of the Roman Empire. It didn't fall in one day. It slowly weakened due to corruption, economic issues, overexpansion, loss of values. Light bulb deep insight. Collapse looks sudden, but actually happens over generations. Backhand index pointing right, by the time people notice, it's already too late. 7. The biggest illusion. We are more advanced than the past. We think we are the peak of civilization, but ancient Egyptians built structures we still struggle to explain fully. Ancient Indians had deep knowledge of mathematics and astronomy. Lost technologies may have existed. Light bulb deep insight. Human intelligence hasn't increased much. Only tools have changed. Backhand index pointing right, arrogance about the present blinds us to the past. Brain final meta insight. 0.01% level. History is not linear. It's cyclical patterns. Rise, peak, corruption, collapse, repeat. Same human psychology. Same mistakes. Different time. Backhand index pointing right, the real secret. If you understand patterns of history, you can predict the future better than most people.